life-threatening. That means pretty much everything that you go in for most of the time, like illnesses, for instance. If your kids are sick, they have the flu, they don't feel well, you have an earache, whatever, you go in and it's taken care of. Diagnostic testing, vaccinations for the kids, physicals, sports physicals for the kids, or a physical for employment, or you just need to find out how healthy you are right now. That's another thing that's covered. Skin conditions, preventative screenings, trauma, like if you break your arm, if you break your finger, if you burn yourself, if you need stitches, covered. All of that's covered. And those are the things that Americans sometimes neglect to get covered because they don't have coverage to take care of it.
If you have kids, this is almost mandatory.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just peace of mind.
Absolutely. So it's going to absolutely take care of a lot of these different situations and areas that are, sometimes people just say, oh, that's too expensive, I can't afford it. But now you can, because guess what? You go in there, there's no copays. I'm going to say this again. There's no deductibles, and there's no out-of-pocket. It's phenomenal. This
is unbelievable. If you have any other questions for these guys, you can get a hold of them directly, John or Jeff, at 623-748-7448. Again, it's 623-748-7448, or visit them online at medicalmembership.org. Now, is there a form on that website to where people could fill it out and see? Is there anything? What's on that website?
No, because there's no medical screening, medical questions, or really requirements whatsoever.
Okay.
So there's a contact us form. There's an FAQ that has an enormous amount of information. There is a really remarkable link on the site. We put it on every page so that everyone's aware of it. It's called Consult a Doctor. Mm-hmm. I'm going to let Jeff kind of drill down on this because he's really the insurance expert here. He's been in the insurance industry for so long. And although this isn't insurance, what we're talking about, he's very well schooled with the comparisons of this plan compared to a typical insurance product.
Right. Now, is Consult a Doctor for the do-it-yourselfer that maybe doesn't want to go in, but they want to consult with a doctor and maybe go out and buy the Benadryl or like, I don't know.
Yeah,
what's Consult a Doctor?
Like everyone has always wanted to have a doctor come to your house, because it'd be much easier if a doctor could come to your house, because sometimes you just can't find the time or the means to get to your doctor.
Right.
Well, this gives you a virtual doctor to coming into your home over the internet, which is phenomenal. And they're available 24/7. And we're talking doctors here. And so let's say, for instance, you want to have a doctor come in. What they'll do is they'll talk to you about your condition. They'll talk to you about what problems you might have. They'll give you a diagnosis. And guess what? If you need a prescription, they'll give you one right over the phone, which is remarkable. So basically, it allows you to have a doctor to come into your home through this program, and it doesn't cost anything extra. It's part of the program, and it allows you to have access. And see, that's the whole point. We want people to have access to health care that they didn't have before, and this allows you to do that in a remarkable and an amazing way.
There's a video on the website that walks you right through the whole Consult a Doctor platform. It's absolutely amazing. If people go to the website and click on that, it will completely change their view about healthcare in America. This is really the answer to the healthcare challenge. It's pretty amazing.
That's incredible. For all the people that have just tuned in here recently to the show, Community Care Medical Membership, this has been in Texas for 4 months. Very exclusive out in Arizona. This has never been surfaced in Arizona at all. So this show that you're listening to right now is kind of groundbreaking when it comes to this particular plan or this particular angle at medical membership, or I guess just medical coverage in general, huh?
Yeah, my question to you guys, if I wake up in the middle of the night and I stub my toe and I break it and I got to go in, where do I go? Where are these locations at?
That's a great question. You can go online right now on the medicalmembership.org, and you can see that we have a link to all the different locations for Concentra and as well as NextCare. And Concentra has a 24/7 location right near the airport, which is fantastic because it's centrally located in the valley, and you can go there and have that toe taken care of and any other medical condition taken care of right there on the spot. So no matter what time of the day, 24/7, you have access to medical care. No matter where you live here in the valley, you can have access to it. It's fantastic.
What about like you get a prescription that's written for a particular medication? Is that covered, or am I paying for that out of pocket?
Great question. There is a discount prescription card that goes along with this program. So is this the end-all for all things? Absolutely not. It is very inexpensive medical care for 90% of everything most people use their medical benefits for, and the medical membership includes the consultant doctor. It includes the discount prescription card, so you get super low rates on your generics, which are very, very low. They're not marked up. They're not the super expensive. Again, I don't want to use any names of any traditional companies on the air, but basically, you're getting a lot more than what you're paying for. And now if somebody gets cancer, that you need to have some kind of an overlay on top of that to protect you from something catastrophic. But this is going to cover you every other way.
Interesting. More with 360 Group Financial when we come back. When we do come back, Brandon and I are going to talk a little bit about the trustee bidding service that we provide at Arizona Investment Link. Check us out online at arizonainvestmentlink.com. More with the Real Estate Power when we return.
KFNN brings you the latest with this information update. KFNN News Time is 1:30.
Arizona News Radio, a federal judge ruling in lawsuits against our controversial new anti-illegal immigration law. Barbara Villa has more from the federal courthouse in Phoenix.
Judge Susan Bolton blocking key portions of SB 1070. The blockings include the very essence of the law itself that required officers to check a person's immigration status. Also on hold is a part of the law that required immigrants to keep their papers at all times. The ruling a big victory for SB 1070 opponents. Barbara Villa, Arizona News Radio, Phoenix.
Phoenix police arresting 2 Phoenix pastors accused of failing to report suspected child abuse. Police spokesman James Holmes says the pastors told the teen, who had told them that her father had been molesting her for years, to forgive and forget.
The problem with sexual abusers is it just does not go away, unfortunately, without intervention, and prayer did not help in this situation.
And the search for 2-year-old Skylar Newton continues in northern Arizona. I'm John Gilliland. This is Arizona News.
Something big is in the air at Honda Resort and Casino in Pine Top, Arizona. In 1995, Carl Weatherly was walking in the Apache Sitgrease Forest near Pine Top and found himself face to face with Bigfoot. The creature ran away, leaving Carl severely shaken. That same evening, a Mrs. B. Phillips unwittingly stands on 13, her shoe size, while playing blackjack at the Honda Resort Casino. The dealer busts and she wins big. Coincidence? Something big is in the air at Honda Resort and Casino. For reservations and rates, visit somethingbigintheair.com.
Isn't it time for a tractor with more power from front to back? One that sends under-the-hood muscle to a heavy-duty PTO? That's what Mahindra brings to the party. So let's all agree that stronger is better and start using beefier implements to tackle taller orders. All with Mahindra's 5-year powertrain warranty on board. Well, friend, it's time to look at the #1 selling tractor in the world, Mahindra. Find your dealer at MahindraUSA.com.
If you're driving, put your finger on the station selection button and hold it till it beeps. There now. You're locked onto 1510 KFNN.
Arizona Investment Link is a proven real estate powerhouse specializing in foreclosure auction bidding services. There are several companies in the valley that provide bidding services, but you will be hard-pressed to find a company that offers a seamless investment process from start to finish. Arizona Investment Link provides each investor with a list of homes available at auction and a breakdown of all costs associated with buying that home through close of escrow. That's title status, back taxes, selling title fees, and whether or not you'll be bidding on a first lien